Speedway here in California. Race 3 of the Busch Series. They only got a few more before playoffs kick off here. 11 total regular season races before they go playoff racing here in the Busch Series. Joining me, as always, is the Vice President of the WRL, Mike Sr., my co-host for the booth, Alex Van Hebe, in the defending Busch Series champion, Hot Ring champion, or Triple S Series for those who are technical, and defending Truck Series champion, Jarrett Reese. How's everybody doing?
Great, Jade. How are you doing, buddy?
Awesome. Can't wait. Super excited about tonight.
We're doing good here, doing good. As you said right before we went live here, Mike, we don't have any drivers in here this week. Kind of a quiet pre-race show. No one seemed interested in being in pre-race. They're pretty focused on the race here because AutoClub's a very interesting track, to say the least. So it's just gonna be the four of us. So we're gonna chill, talk about AutoClub itself. Of course, we can't forget last year's AutoClub winner, Mr. Reese. Him and I had a tremendous last lap battle. We had Nate Apple Jr. Run out, crossing the start-finish line, taking one to go. I led going into turn one, and Mr. Reese led coming out, and he blocked all the way down to the grass, coming out of 3 and 4, and I had nothing for him at the end of the race. But it was a fantastic race last season. Hopefully, these Busch drivers are willing to put on a fantastic run to the finish.
Well, I mean, think about it. You think about it, Jade. We're working on the third race. The Xfinity Series is a little bit different than what everybody experiences on the Cup side. For WRL. These guys are still getting used to each other, still working towards each other. Tonight was actually the first time. Last night, we try to get practices in this and that. Of course, me and my teammates, we got together, did a little bit of practice, and then today I pop on just a little recently, and here I got like 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 people practicing together before tonight's race at AutoClub. So it's catching on. Everybody's getting to understand that to get better and no matter what track we go to, whether it be a short track, super speedway, or a mile and a half, what it takes is to get used to the people that you're around, because everybody drives differently, everybody brakes differently, one's on wheel, one's on controller. It's all the dynamics that we deal with when we actually do one of these, that these guys are now all getting kind of a little more close with each other and starting to become that family that you see. That's where good racing gets created. And they're doing a great job, and now we're at the third race. It's only going to get better and better as we go on, and I'm excited to see how this all is going to turn out, because AutoClub, you got a little bit of room to race, but also AutoClub likes to wear tires as well. So it ought to be very interesting. I mean, I know that the more and more these guys go on, they have the potential to, the Cup guys on the Cup side, give a great performance. They run really, really well together, but they've also been together 3, 4, 5, 6 years. The Xfinity team, the Xfinity drivers have only been together since the start of the season, most of them. Absolutely. So that's that change that we're looking at, and hopefully that, as time goes on, the more and more I get to work with them, the more and more I get these guys, and next thing you know, they'll be driving just like the Cup guys. And sometimes some of the Xfinity drivers they drive even better than the Cup guys in some ways. So we'll see. I mean, we're getting there, buddy. It's definitely a great time, and I'm looking forward to this.
There are 4 drivers that did make the climb to Cup from last week at Atlanta. Just want to give them a quick shout out. Allensville, Dave Marks Sr., aka Dave Roll, Damon Contos, Johnny Damon, and Cloud Strife, aka James Billups. Those 4 did make the climb to Cup from last week. Congratulations to them on their Cup rides. 2 of them signed with the Rogers Racing Engines team with Steve's, and then one is soloing, and then one signed with D4C Racing under Charlie Irwin. So congratulations to those 4. They definitely earned it. But yeah, I want to give them a quick shout out. We're going to talk to Alex here. He was palling around with the Busch guys here earlier, getting some practice on track.
Yeah, actually, yeah, thank you, Jade, because I was actually I was thinking about that too. I'm like, so since Alex was in there with them and being part of that, and maybe he'll give us some insight where they're at.
So, Alex, are there any front runners that you think from practice that are definitely have a good shot at bringing home that top 5, if not the win?
I think, honestly, Do and Tex
Okay.
have a great shot because when I was up front battling with those guys, or even Goose, those are my top 3 that I think have a great shot at winning tonight from seeing their point of view and their perspective on the track and seeing what, sliders they're running and stuff like that.
I second those 2 as well.
We actually just heard Emily Van Heve, Alex's wife.
I was gonna say there was a familiar voice in the back.
Yep, she'll be running tonight under her father's team, Rogers Racing Engines race team, and it's always nice to hear Emily and her input because she doesn't care about anybody's feelings when she talks.
No,
I enjoy listening to Emily.
It's funny because last week I meant because it was actually Steve that was in here with us, on the Cup side, and I got confused because I saw the name and I thought that was Emily, and it actually was Steve.
Yep.
So I mean, if Emily can hear me, great job, Emily. As I said, she was a while ago. She was one of my development drivers, and all the hard work she's put in with Alex and everybody, and everybody, you and Jacob and all them guys. I mean, she's done an incredible job in her development, and she's come a long way, and she's actually become some points faster than I am. And and that's what I love to see is that being part of watching someone else grow is almost as good as watching you grow and become better, because now you know that your influence has worked, and try to have help. Thank you.
Improve.
Right, exactly. Thank you very much, so, buddy.
You're welcome.
And that's so much more than I could ever want. I mean, a win would be great, but to see a lot of the people that I've had impact with or been around, and then have what's going on now is incredible.
And to for me, seeing her get faster laps than me honestly intimidates me a little bit, because knowing she'll be up front with me, it's I'm going to let her, get ahead of me and see what her lines are and what's working for her and what's making her fast, and maybe it's going to help me. You know what I mean?
Everybody learns from everybody.
Yep, everybody learns from everybody, and it makes them better drivers, and I'm just
it was
glad
kind of
that
funny.
everyone's, combined came together, and to see where she is now is just awesome.
Very much so. I mean, as I said, I kind of mentioned this earlier. Now that I have 2 drivers myself, in the Xfinity Series, and to drive with Goose and Corey and the guys, and to see the difference from them to me is incredible. And now that I had the 2 full days of practice with Goose, I've actually gotten faster, and I'm running sliders that I never dreamed of. I thought I would ever run in this game, on a controller, and it's paid off. And that's the concentration and being, that's where the team actually kind of becomes very important. That we also have here as well, because you learn so much.
Exactly, and that's what it comes down to, learning.
That's it.
I've always said,
take that step forward
as a mentor, leader, team owner, league owner, I've always said that I could never win another race again as long as everybody's happy and how they're developing, how they're finishing. When you tell a driver what they need to work on, and then they come to you and say, "Hey, I've been trying this. What can I do differently to be better?" And that's something that I enjoy. We talk about Jacob Williams. That is Mercy Smoke. This kid, I've sat down with going on 2.5 years now, and sitting listening to him, and he's telling me what's wrong, and I'm giving him this feedback, and it's just funny. Like, he almost won Daytona. Like, he was 100 feet short. I could hear it talking to him after the race, and he was so dejected. But I talked to him after the stream ended, and we sat and talked for a good while, and I said, Bud, you did everything you were supposed to. You just didn't have the help. And that's the issue with Daytona and Talladega. You can do everything right, come down to that last 100 feet. If you ain't got the people behind you, you ain't winning.
And you can tell me if I'm wrong, but it hasn't been just 1 year where he came 100 feet short. It's been 3 consecutive races where he was that close. I mean, he led, 10, 15 laps, or he's in the top 5 in those, what would be called restrictor plate tracks, where he knows he can be the best, because he's not only did he learn from everyone that's helped him, including you, he's actually using that to better himself.
Mm-hmm.
And it's tough to find. It's tough to find someone to embrace that. Even as as myself and you and Jade, as we are owners of different teams, et cetera, and we are drivers as well. It is so tough to when we talk to our teammates and our drivers to put it. We want to make sure that this is a video game. We all know that this is it is different aspects of it, this and that. But the more and more we try to communicate with them, sometimes some drivers reject it, some accept it. The ones that accept it actually become great in the end.
Mm-hmm.
And
I can agree.
And that's just how it works. And whether it be
it's
here,
hard to find people like that.
Yep. And whether it be here in NASCAR heat, or whether it be in life in general in racing, or any other aspect, if you're willing to take those kind of criticisms, I guess you could say, that we kind of throw out there, to help, and take them to not heart, but to just think about them, you never know what can happen. You just never know. The person actually has a skill that they don't even realize they have, because of the factor that they're, at first they were kind of being that, as we young drivers, whether it be here or on the track, as young drivers, we kind of hard-headed, and we don't want to, we don't want to listen to anybody. We don't want, nah, I got it. Well, it doesn't work like that. It really does not. Either vice versa. You have to have a dynamic of that like here at WRL, and what I've always preached: the family factor, the respect factor, the willing to, sometimes that give and take factor that we always deal with, that I talk about sometimes, with the drivers. All that makes the racing that happens here.
Mm-hmm. Mike, I do want to tell you it is 8:20, so if you want to go start talking to the guys,
I'm gonna go grab my phone real quick, buddy.
underway.
Thank you. Yep, I'm gonna go grab my phone real quick because I was charging it to make sure I'm good with Discord. I will get everything all set up, and we'll go from there. Hopefully, I can do this without any issues.
All right,
Good
buddy.
luck, Mike.
Good luck.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. We'll see how this all works out. It's AutoClub. We know it's just real quick. It's 50%. 50%. 3 times wear. Tires are gonna, you're gonna have to be somewhat, and the longer, the runs, it's gonna be a fuel mileage issue in some stages. So we'll see. I think tune in, everybody, because this is gonna be great stuff. All right, guys,
Absolutely.
I'm gonna bail out here and get everybody worked in.
All right, sir. Do you send me an invite?
I will send you an
for
invite.
qualifying, then have everyone send us a few for the race.
I will do that, buddy. Not a problem. I will
right.
take care of whatever I can and make sure I can try to pull this off without no hitches.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Mike, for joining us.
You're welcome, buddy.
When Mike gets out of here, we're going to talk to Mr. Jarrett Reese for a little bit. He's been pretty quiet during pre-race today.
Hello.
There he is. So.
There's the man.
There he is. So. You've had a monster year in the WRL this year, Jarrett. You've accumulated more wins than anybody else. You've won more championships than anybody else this year. What's the secret?
I don't have one. I try to take it one race at a time. I never knew, or I knew about league racing from all of the NASCAR Heat community pages and stuff like that, and hearing all the people racing in online lobbies talk about their leagues, and I never joined one up until NOSCAR, and I really enjoy league racing. Wish I could do it in real life, but I just don't have the money to be able to do it. So this is the next best thing, and it's always so fun to race every single night that we do.
Well, we definitely enjoy having you. I know you and I know I talked earlier about our battle here last season, AutoClub in the Busch, which that just goes to this long line of battles you and I have had across different series, and sometimes it's not even for first place. Sometimes it's for like in Formula One. We've had great battles, and it's only been for like 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. where the points don't matter that much at that point, but it's still, you and I, we complement each other, and I was thinking today as I'm thinking about what I wanted to say during pre-race, and the best way that I can compare us is like the Busch brothers. Granted, we're not hotheads and jerks, but half the time. But I know
we definitely fight over who would be Kurt Busch in that, because my feelings on Kyle Busch.
I know your feelings on Kyle Busch, but
he's a really good driver.
He is. When you look at the two stats, Kyle has the better stats than Kurt. He always does, and that's how it is. That's how it is. You have the better stats than I do, but you take the stats away, you put us 2 equal cars among anything, and we're going to battle.
Yeah.
And like we only had the last instance I can think of one of us having an issue was in the Daytona race. Was back to one of the 500. And it was just a little whatever. I saved it, got back up in line, and I lost the draft, but there was no...
I felt bad. I got pinched between 2 people.
Mm-hmm.
And I had nowhere to go. One was coming up, one was coming down, and I was just the idiot sandwich between the bread.
Mm-hmm. And, it was, I was good, saved it. You apologize, I say, hey, bud, don't worry about it, it's racing, we still got a long way to go. There was no issue. There was no grudge. There's no nothing. And we know when it's race time, like it's go time between us.
Yeah.
And when when we're off the track after the race, BSing in the party,
when we get back, just because if you put it on single track, it won't let you change settings for some reason.
You gotta mute it, buddy.
I'll be the first one to admit that I'm very aggressive on the track, but I'd like to think, and hopefully everybody would agree with me, that I try to race people clean, but just very aggressive.
Absolutely, I agree, and I'm right there with you. Dash, make sure your voice is loud to share, bud.
It is.
So, AutoClub, what does it take to win here? That's the big question everybody's talking about at home.
You gotta have a car that handles really good. You can get a run off the high line, but I think for the most part everybody's gonna dive down to the bottom line and try to arc their way up towards the wall without hitting it to try to maximize the speed that they can carry out of the corner.
Mm-hmm.
And it's another track where you're gonna want to be in somebody's draft. That's gonna really help you out a lot on the long straightaways.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a car that's pretty fast, but then it handles really good too, and to be able to dive down in the corner, you should be up towards the front.
I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. Now, my last question for you, and I'll pass it to Alex or Dash if they have any questions. Final lap. Do you want to lead the race? Be leading the race going into turn 3? Or do you want to be in second place right behind the leader?
I want to be right behind the leader.
Yep. I agree.
I
Second
agree
place.
with that too. I definitely agree with that too. Although last year I wish I would have been a little bit closer.
Yeah.
But I will say, if you are up front, you can't throw it in there and drift up the track because second place is going to come under you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if you hold that bottom line and stay on the bottom all the way to the line, I think you have a great shot at winning the race. 100%. Now, if you do drift up the track, as soon as you drift up the track, you might as well just say, I'm finishing second, only because the second place car's already got your draft entering 3. Hands down.
And they're definitely gonna use you up a little bit coming out of 4.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
I think this is a pretty fun track.
It's
It
honestly
is.
wide enough to where you can run almost. You guys think, what, 4 wide?
I think 5 wide.
Yeah, I was gonna say even like
At least
even
in
5
turns
wide.
3 and 4. At least turns 3
Right.
and 4. 5 wide.
I honestly, we're gonna see a lot of. It's gonna be spread out. As soon as the green flag drops, it's gonna be spread out.
I think
Almost like what we saw at the Indy Road course in
Yeah.
the race Sunday. They're just gonna fan out.
You know, I think.
Dash, mute yourself in the Discord call.
Okay. You know, I think the biggest thing at this track, you know, you guys, Jardy, you hit it right on the head. You know, just having a really good handling car at this track, you gotta be able to hit the apex. There, you know, you gotta be able to get down to that bottom line. If you miss the bottom line here, when you're aiming for it, there's a really good chance that you're gonna get past. There's a really good chance that you're going to get overtaken by the guy that actually hit that bottom line and got a good corner and is able to get that drive off. The drive off here, especially in turns 3 and 4, since it is a flatter corner, is key here. The drive off, if you don't get a good drive off here, it's gonna kill you on the straights. Absolutely, it's gonna destroy you. So that's probably my key to be able to win this race tonight.
Yeah, I've always felt like on Heat 4 and Heat 5, there isn't a ton of grip from the middle lane to the high lane in the corners. So, I mean, for me, I've always felt most comfortable trying to clip the white line and hold it as long as possible around the corners.
I love
The
it.
guy talking like Mickey Mouse in the chat earlier.
I love.
Yeah.
Sexfeld, he's got a really good personality. I love him. Can we join the race yet?
No, they are still getting everything set up.
Okay. Larson was helping Mike Senior with the lobby. So.
I think you talked about this earlier. Who is your early call to win the race, or at least to have a strong finish?
Well, if Strand is racing, he's got a really good shot, and I know he's amazing at this track. I think my
my pick, my personal pick to win this race is probably like I'm gonna go with Do, just because I've raced with him at this track before, or Tex Pelt. I've also raced with him here before. I think my sleeper pick is probably Big Hoss Doss, though. He looked actually really fast at Atlanta last week when we had our green flag run.
I know Connor's racing tonight, so I want to say Connor.
Yeah, I do want to say Connor as well. I just don't exactly. There's like 3 or 4 guys that I think could possibly do it, could possibly pull it off, but
I
that's
think.
yet to be.
Oh, sorry, Dash. Go ahead.
You're good, but that's like yet to be seen. You know, we'll leave it on the table. Got 19 tonight, by the way. Got 19 of you. Oh, he put it to 20. People.
I think mine are gonna be Goose, because he looked like he was really strong in practice, and then the Cup guy is gonna be Keith, Mr. Saturday.
1 second.
I think he's probably gonna have a really good job, do a really good job tonight. It's gonna be, I think, yeah, Goose and Keith.
I also think Keith would have a good shot at it, as long as he doesn't.
Like,
I
correct
don't mean to
his
sound.
little mistakes. Like, that's the little mistakes that he does that can cause him the race.
Yes. So you knew what I meant to say before.
Yeah, yeah. I got you back.
Keith has a habit of trying to get a little bit ahead of himself during the race, and it costs him a decent spot. He's got the talent.
I will be right back, by the way.
Keith has the talent. Keith just usually tries to make a strategy call that's not going to win him the race.
Yep. Especially like last week when we were racing at Hotlanta, he was gonna pit without saying he was gonna pit. Try to like throw
I stayed with him there.
strategy out there, but at the same time, you know, you got to follow protocol. I mean,
that strategy
you know,
wasn't bad, but it just towards the end.
The big
Towards the end,
big
he just
deal.
didn't have the tires.
The big thing with Keith is that he beats himself up over when a strategy doesn't work, and that's half the issue. A strategy is always going to work. It's just at times the race is going to be different, and no one ever makes the right strategy call. When it comes down to strategy, it's all about luck, and that's what.
Yeah.
And that's the issue. And he beats himself up for being unlucky. He's fast. He can find speed at any track he goes to. He can find speed. He finds his way towards the front. He always does. His finishes don't always show it, but he leads at least one lap in every race he's in. Mm-hmm.
You always have to be able to put a full race together.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's where he struggles a little bit.
I feel like when one thing doesn't go the way he thinks it should, the race just gets away from him. Because he like say the first pit stop is always what's gonna, you know, get your race jitters out. The first pit stop.
Mm-hmm.
I think after that, when he tries to plan a strategy out based off of that first pit stop at the beginning of the race, if it doesn't go as planned, I feel like the race is already lost for him because he just is so irritated with the way the strategy should have went. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if the strategy doesn't work, I feel like you should just, focus, relax. You still got a long race to go, and you can make up that ground if you just keep the nose forward. If that makes sense.
I usually try to do what I feel comfortable with.
Right.
I usually don't try to take huge risks.
Alright, I'm gonna jump into for qualifying here so we can sit around and watch them run around the track here.
Join you.
Alright, they should be running through qualifying already.
I think by the time we join, they'll be on lap 2 out of 4.
Mm-hmm. There we go, we're watching Mike Senior here, running around the field. We're watching Jacob Van Heve, the younger of the Van Heve brothers, run that 47 for KAI.
Oh, got in the wall
Big
there.
hit in the wall. Everybody's in the wall. Wrecking under qualifying here.
Trying to see what he's trying to do here. See what line he's going to take.
Mm-hmm. There's little Jacob Williams running the 10 car, following the 51.
The 74 down there, got him on the bottom. So like Nitro said, if you can hook your car on the bottom on that white line, that's probably going to be the fastest way around the track. Because right now I see him running the middle, and the guys are just going around him.
You want to be right up next to that wall coming out of turn 2.
Oh,
Carry
for sure.
Much speed as you can down the back stretch. And it's so weird to me that you see these cars bounce like they do in real life going into the turns. There's Pro Dunk leading the way. New addition to Fatal Motorsports and the WRL. Leading the way here in the qualifying race. Well, there is the end of qualifying. So we are going to jump back out. Oh? Well, they're still going. Never mind.
No, I think this is the last lap.
Yeah, I think this is the last lap. I always forget that the stream's a little bit behind the Discord call.
It looks like Emily's trying the middle lane as well. There's a lot of people trying the middle line.
Well, that middle lane.
Do you think that's going to come into play after watching these guys run the middle line, you think?
A few of them, they do watch my tips and tricks video, and they were watching me and how I run. I do like the middle low lane, and I go way high, swing it, let off to let the car just rotate enough power through the corner to get that run on the backstretch.
I feel like if you can, like you said, just a lane above that white line and come up towards the wall, I think you're probably going to have just as, if not better, exit. Because you can maintain your speed more carrying it off.
Absolutely. I'm going to find out who's on pole here in a second. Scorpius for life. The 22 of Stranded Motorsports is on pole for the race tonight. Congratulations to him for his first career pole here in the WRL, especially here in the Busch Series. That's definitely a good place to be here at AutoClub, I think. Up front, out of the way, away from the 2, 3, 4 wide action. So, AutoClub, they are getting ready to start the race here, getting some invites. There's one from Larson.
I got 18.
Yep, got one from Larson and Trump and Emily.
Let me know when
They are getting ready. Jordy, are you still here?
Yeah.
Are you gonna stick around, or are you gonna?
Yeah.
Okay,
Might as
cool.
well.
Cool beans. We'll get Mr. Reese a few invites when we get in. Their dash.
They got everybody in there.
I think so. Yeah, I think they're getting ready to start.
Just remember, Jardy, when you do decide to leave, at most tracks they have elevators. This you have to take the stairs all the way down. So, I mean, just plan ahead.
Okay. I did get an invite from Connor right there, so I'm gonna join up. Can I join up on it now? Oh, no, I joined in too early. I think.
I was gonna say we haven't got the okay yet.
Yeah, I joined in too early.
Hey, Jade.
Yes, Dash.
Can you do me a favor real quick?
Yeah, what's up?
Can you go into the Discord
Mm-hmm.
and kick my old account out? The one that's an admin?
Yeah, I can. All right,
The one
guys, we
that's
can
not.
join.
Real quick.
Alright, joining.
You're 80. We love to see it.
All right.
Okay.
We gotta kick out the old Dash.
The one that's not online.
I got the sponsor with me tonight, so if you hear him in the background, I apologize.
Steve's awake.
Yes, he's awake and he's watching the stream.
All right, here you
Tell
go,
him I
Dash.
said to check out what I sent him, please.
All right, we're here at sunny California, getting ready to go green.
Alright, here
Follow
we go.
22 is Scorpius leading the way with the 5 of Do the Do on the outside, followed by the 54 Larson, 98 of Taylor gone sliding.
Well, they're fanning out 3 wide, as far as I can see.
3
like
wide. 2 wide. No, on the here on the backstretch. 22 again. That's going to take that nice middle line down to the bottom. Get down on that apron.
Oh, he touched the apron there.
Well, that's not bad.
Dude's gonna... No, he gathered it back up fairly nicely.
Do the do
3
working on
wide battle for 4th.
Do the do working on the outside of the 54. Here comes
See
the
if he cuts-
54.
Oh, they're banging and banging down in there.
22 on the outside. Everyone's going to check up. Here comes the 22. Not going to quite clear him. The 54 going to take
5
the
wide
lead.
exiting 2.
Oh,
See that.
dear Lord.
Jeez.
Watching from Tex Pelt's cam, his drone cam in the back there, and he was right next to it. And he was he had to check up a lot there because he didn't know what was going to go down in front of him.
And there's 3 wide coming to the line.
Going to lead that lap for D for C. With the 98 on the inside, the 74. They're all coming around the outside of our pole sitter. He's falling back a little bit. That outside lane's not really what you want to be. He's going to get the run on the back. Down's going to leave Nate Apple Jr. down below him. There's the 54 leading the pack around here at Auto Club. That 98, he was pretty quick, that Taylor gone sliding. He was real quick in practice. He was really giving the 54 a run for his money.
Yeah, I'm still watching Tex Pelt's drone cam in the back here, and he's actually moving up through the field kind of quick. He's kind of stuck behind this 11 car, though, but I'm just kind of trying to see what's going on in front of him and see what he sees from his camera.
There's the 11 of Sam Haskew making his first race this season after having
I believe Larson got in the wall there in the middle of 3 and 4.
I was about to say.
He did. I believe he either just went in too high or he made some contact. I didn't fully see, but I did see him in the wall. So I was kind of wondering what happened to him. He's dropped back quite a bit here.
3 wide for the lead right now, exiting 2.
There's a 20 of a Nat 20 running for D for C as well, making his way working on the inside of Samuel Haskew, going into turn 3, down on the apron, trying to 5 wide.
Mercy came out of nowhere.
There's the 10 of Mercy Smoke, Jacob Williams, looking. He's looking.
See what he can do here as he tries to exit 2.
He's really working on that 78 right now.
He really is.
He's going to lose a few spots here.
Teammates, the 22 and the 98 made some contact there. The 19's all the way down on the apron. You can see that. He's going to be clear, possibly, of everybody. He's going to back it down real hard here on that apron. He's actually going to take up a lot of spots here. He's going to pass a lot of cars.
Meanwhile, back up front, it's Keith Allen Ayers for KAI. Hot seating in his the 07. Running on the outside. Oh, 51
contact.
in the wall. 51 in the wall. 74. Nate Apple Jr. Him and they got together.
We stay green.
We're still green. Still green. Big gap forward for Keith Allen Ayers. So he gets ready to dive it down in the
Trump's
turn 3.
coming up. Trump is now inside the top 5 after starting 12th.
Nate Jr.'s going up high here. I believe he's
big damage.
Big damage there for him.
I think he's got to have some damage to that contact he made.
54's coming in. Larson just came into the pits.
Shaking it up. 22 and the 51 make contact. I think the 51's got some big damage of last week's winner, Vibin.
Got some guys down on the apron there. It's kind of risky to get down on that apron.
Especially as far as they're going down past the apron even.
Oh, somebody got loose back there. He saved it. We're going to run along with the 51 here in a chase cam.
I'm still riding with the 19, and he's up in 5th right now from way back in the pack.
He's flying. Oh!
Who was
that coming to pit road?
Who is that? Who is that
Connor,
coming to pit road there?
I couldn't quite see who it was. But we have up in second, we have Connor McInerney.
Oh, Nate
like
is
Dash
in.
was saying, from the 19, he is now inside the top 4.
Nate and Mercy Smoke are in. That's That's the guys that came in there.
Yep, there's Texpelt in 5th place. Got the 5 of Do the Do working on his inside.
Yep.
There's 16 of Pro Dunk.
It's like
They got more takers on pit road. A lot of takers on pit road. Oh, the 78's up 16. Hit him square right in the door.
Is that going to be a caution there?
Still green.
So green, 22's in. Your pole sitter, 90 is in. 0's in. I believe the 98 is also in the pits.
There's Peyton Larson. Looks like he's unlapped himself. Put himself off sequence. Trying to see if he can make some time up on everybody else.
I wonder when the leaders are gonna start coming to pit road.
Absolutely. I'm gonna get a check, make sure Keith Allen Ayers is still our leader here.
Oh, Goose is down in the grass and went in too. He's got some damage to that car. I believe he's just starting to regain some of that pride he just lost on the front stretch.
It is Keith Allen.
He's all the way down there.
Yep, there's a 98 coming out on pit road. Taylor gone sliding. Definitely someone that I pick to have a good chance to win the race here tonight. 78 of Goose. He had that issue.
Coming to pit road.
Oh, 19's coming in.
And we have key reports. Keith Allen Ayers coming to pit road. This is the front group going to come with him. There's the 11 of Samuel Haskew. Running around coming out of turn 4.
Yep, 99 is in, along with the 19, if I'm not mistaken. I said that. Yep, 19's in. So is Goose, obviously. Watching your pole sitter here, the 22 car had some trouble earlier before this round of pit stops here. I just want to make a note of something really quick. We haven't had a caution yet.
I know. We had that. Had the only instant we had on the track right now was the instant with
Oh, the 99 is coming
and Trump takes the lead.
99 is coming up onto the track there. Not sure if he just couldn't keep it down there or what was going on, but the 5, I believe, had to slow down or hit him or something.
And collected the 20.
So Trump is now in the lead, like you said.
Still green.
Now, and he's coming to pit road.
These guys are all coming to pit road here.
Yep.
47, the 5, and the 20 the leaders. See if anybody else is a taker. Maybe. Watching Peyton Larson here.
There's the future, the 36, running into turn 1 and 2.
So we're gonna have to try and figure out, since we don't have a ticker or anything, who the leader is. We can always ask. I'm not too keen on it, but I want to say
Larson is your leader in the 54.
Okay, I was gonna say that.
Yep, he is your leader. He is your leader.
Who is in second?
Connor McInerney in the 38. McInerney. I think it's McInerney.
The 20 is coming out there along with Trump.
Yep, the 54 is your leader right now. Look at him go. Peyton Larson, folks. He led the points for the truck season. Almost the entire season, the whole way up to Eldora. And, you know, there he is right now, leading the way. I know him and I talked a lot about which series he belonged in, and I said he's 3 laps to go. The leader just took 3 to go.
First stage here.
Yep, first stage. There's Taylor gone sliding.
Been a great first stage, actually. Been a great first stage.
Been an awesome first
we've
stage.
had some good hard racing, some contact. That's to be expected. But you know, definitely a big step up from what we had last week. The last 2 weeks, definitely. You know, this track's wide. I talked to these guys before the race, and I've made it clear that these guys have to be leaders for one another. You know, if something happens, heat of the moment, just get control of the situation and calm it down. You know, and they're doing a great job of it right now. They're doing a great job being clean, being fast, being smart.
Just
Great all
watched
around by these guys.
the 07 make a move on the 38, the 20, and the 19's right behind him. But he is not going to have enough time to get to our race leader. He's going to come around and hopefully win stage 1 here in about a lap. We can get to his car. There he is. The 54 of Peyton Larson. White flag will wave right now. White flag for Peyton Larson. Look at him go.
No, Keith Ayers is making a case for it, but he's not going to have enough time. Peyton Larson is your stage 1 winner.
Let's go.
At AutoClub. A great run by Keith Ayers. Great run, but just not enough. Not enough time. Maybe he'll get him in this stage. You know, they're all bunched up here. You know, hopefully they can all sort it out like they did in this first stage.
5, the 54, the 07, the 38, the 19, and the 20. And that's your Peyton Larson showing the Cup guy when he wants to. I love it.
Yeah, your mic's lagging a little bit.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that better?
Yeah, you're good. But
yeah, you're good.
I just want to make a quick note of this as well. Our front row guys, the guys who started on the front row here,
make sure you guys take pictures.
Are pretty far back in the pack here. Dude's in 7th, and we've 22. Oh, we got guys around in the back. 98's around. I'm not sure what happened there. Not sure at all.
I think we had lag outs. I think is what it was.
I think so too.
I think
car?
so.
I think Emily was one of them.
Oh, it's Emily, yes.
I think so.
Emily is the only one. Look, Emily just flagged out.
Oh, here comes the 20
Yeah,
power
no.
move.
It's a 19. Oh, they're stacking it up here.
1951, 5.
Stacking it up 4
They're 3
wide.
wide for 3rd.
Larson backs out of it. Great. Oh, 0 up in the wall. The 20 gonna lead a lap.
Look at the 20 for D for C. D for C has been a really strong showing here in the Busch series, as long with KAI as well. 2 teams that really embody the younger series to help develop. Dash, you should be very proud of your Busch drivers.
Trust me, I am. These guys are great people. These guys are great people.
Look at Keith Ayers making a move on the 19. And there's the 20 driving her down in there. He's going to have to let off a little bit because he's going to rise up a lot. And here comes the knowledge and the experience of the 07 of Keith Ayers looking on the inside. That's going to give Keith Ayers that lap to lead.
Here comes the 5 car. Do. We saw him in the Cup Series last week.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's
Here he
going
comes in
to
3rd.
thread the needle. Here comes the 20 back on the bottom. Look at that power move.
And that 20 going to the bottom. Great move there to take the top spot back from Keith Allen Ayers.
Whoa, what is going on with the 20 there? Getting a little squirrely.
Then he hit the bump there. There's a big bump on the backstretch. He might have got a little loose.
5 down in the grass. I think that's a 5.
We got
I
Pro
just like
Dunk
that
as
too,
well.
guys.
And the 16 car is also out of this one.
Mm-hmm.
Guy in the grass back there.
Yep. We're going to flip through the field here. There's the 10 of Jacob Williams. sitting just in the top 10. Emily Van Hebe's out. Oh, Mercy, hang on to it, buddy.
We're getting 3 wide back here. We're getting a little bit squirrely back here.
He got it. He's all good. Uh-oh, we lost Boz.
Yeah, but he's having internet issues, I believe.
Yeah,
Got 4 wide almost back there. Goose is going to the bottom. In the front stretch, he got a huge run off of 4. Great drive off, I'm guessing. The 19 trying to gain back what he lost. Not sure if they're just pulling away from him or what's going on. He lost that pack of 3 in front of him. The 22 is also coming back to make a case for that top spot once again. With 3 wide right behind him as well.
There goes the 5 down to the bottom.
Goose is getting 3 wide. He's getting ping-ponged around right now.
Mm-hmm.
Connor McInerney is also on the outside of him, and they also made some contact.
Mm-hmm.
The 22 and the 19 are driving back up to these guys ever so slightly.
Yep.
As they're battling up there, and the 5 did
Oh,
did take the
74's
lead.
around!
The
Big
Goose-
wreck out the back. Big wreck out the back.
Oh, Nate
Still
Apple Jr.
green.
Oh, the 99 is upside down. He was barrel rolling down the back, and that's a caution.
Caution
First
is
one
out.
of the night. It's not a stage. So who do we want to involve in that? The 74, 99, 36,
Mm-hmm.
98. Who else? The 11,
Yeah.
probably.
Well, your leader right now is 5 of Do the Do. Big damage for the 54. Peyton Larson, our Stage 1 winner.
Oh, yes, he was involved in that. I totally forgot. I was on board with him while he hit the 99 car.
And there's the one who caused the 74. Got loose, hit the apron, got loose. Couldn't hang on to her.
Connor and 10 car? Mercy. Connor and Mercy did not pit
38
there.
and the 10 did not pit.
I don't believe they were involved in that, so that's
No,
good for
but they're
that.
gonna
And
try to.
maybe they're trying something here. Trying
That's
the big
a bet.
undercut.
That's the best way to do it though, is try it out. It's not gonna work for the 38 because he got boot scoot and boogied. 4 wide.
So did the 10. 4, yeah, you're right, 4 wide on the back stretch. None of them are backing down. Oh, the 07 is. Keith is.
Mm-hmm.
Veteran move there by the Cup driver.
Mm-hmm. The 38 got kind of wedged when he was trying to do the delayed braking. Get her really down in there.
Oh, Nate Jr. getting tied up there with the 54
Oh, the
contact.
19 barely missed the 10.
Oh, 74 's around.
again.
Yeah, I believe he hit the apron. 99 is involved as well.
Caution's back out. 78's
Caution.
involved. Heavy damage.
Yes. '78, 74, and then 99. Just do the do's in the lead, if I'm not mistaken. Still in the lead. Took it back.
Mm-hmm.
He was one of my guys that I thought he could possibly pull it off and win this race, and he's in the lead right now.
Mm-hmm.
Jade, who's your pick to win this race? I didn't even.
I still. I'm flipping through and I landed right on him. So he's sitting in third right now. I still think Scorpius can pull something out, and I still think the 54 can really do something this race. He might be back in traffic, got some damage, but I definitely think the 22 and the 54 are my picks to win.
19 going up way high.
Mm-hmm.
I just got back. What did I miss?
You
We've
missed
had our
2 wrecks.
2 wrecks. Both of them were the 74 spinning on the apron, going high.
Yep. Just got too low, and
74, is that Nate Jr.?
yes, Nate Apple Jr. Got some contact back there, maybe? Guy going really high. I don't know who that is. But we're all spread out back there. Larson going bottom to top.
Making moves, passing the 51.
He's going back to bottom.
He's going places, man. That 54, he's quick tonight. He's got
a lot of track to use up here, and he's using every bit of it.
Using every inch of it. He's up into sixth.
He was. I believe he was just wrong place, wrong time there when he got involved in that first big caution that we had. Just wrong place, wrong time for him, and he's just getting back up here, and we're gonna see what he's capable of. 51 won at Atlanta, and did well in the Cup Series race. Here.
He still has a few things he needs to work on to make it to the cup level. He needs communication's a big thing that we try to really talk about here in the league. And if you're not going to communicate, then you don't have a place to be. And that's just, how I feel about it, how Taylor Marcella feels about it, how Mike Sr. feels about it. If we don't communicate, then it's just going to be, it's going to be horrible the whole time.
Yeah. We strive for the most real type of racing that we can. Obviously, we're dealt with what we can deal with and what we can work with. And Discord is a great way, even though it may not be the most realistic, it is a great way for these drivers to be able to communicate, since they are not real racing drivers themselves, like in the Cup Series. They are not the best of the best. And it's a great way for us, especially in the Cup Series, and in the Xfinity Series, for these guys to learn how to communicate, learn how to call out what they're doing, what's going on, and kind of get a grip on their sanity as well. A lot of guys will get mad in leagues that don't have everybody communicating to each other what's going on, and it creates a lot of chaos. And Mike Senior, especially, Mike Senior's doing a great job of getting everybody's stories, getting everybody riled in, fixing out our problems, which I cannot thank him enough for that. He's great with people. But Discord, even though I've had my troubles with this, we see the 54 on the wall, teammates getting together off 4, and he's going to lose about 4 spots there. But it's a great way for these guys to be better racers, even if they are in this series and getting better themselves, improving themselves. They got to prove themselves that way as well. And it's a great app, even though I've had my struggles with it in the late past. But it's just a great way for these guys to communicate with each other.
While you were talking, I was sitting here watching these lead 4 cars really just pulled away from the rest of the pack. Here looks the 22 with Scorpius making his move on the bottom of the 5. The 19 pushing the 5. Look at that move.
You said
07 if Keith Ayers is going to get around him here.
You said Scorpius. You think he could possibly get some. You think he's that guy, and he may be proving that you're right here.
I think he is that guy for us, as we see Tex Pelt lose 3rd place to Keith Ayers. You got 4 different teams running up front right now. You have a Ford, 2 Toyotas, and a Chevy. Stranded Motorsports, Mike Hurlbutt Sr. Hurlbutt Motorsports, D4C, and KAI, all battling as the 22 gets in the wall. Losing 2 spots. The 19's just going to hook up behind him, get him moving again. With a 5
might have
back.
just been letting him know that he was there. Even though he didn't like what happened in the previous corner.
He's now 22 is going to have a little bit of damage on the outside of that car as he gets it back up to race speed. But, you know, I'm interested to see, you know, we are getting ready to come here close to the end of the second stage. What these drivers are going to do up front. There's Do the Do leading the way. Keith Ayers. Right behind him, Tex Pelt and Scorpius, and Nate Apple Jr. is bringing up 5th place after those 2 spins off the apron.
In the past 3 tracks that we've raced at so far in the Xfinity Series, you've had to rely so much on draft, and I can't wait to see a track where you don't have to do that. That's
Oh, I lied. This is the 3rd stage, 33 laps to go. Coming to 32. That last caution ended the stage.
Oh, it did? Okay. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah,
I
right?
was wondering why these guys were racing so hard.
Yeah, this is the final stage. Do the Do really leading the way for Mike Senior's team. Tex Pelt passing Keith Allen Ayers. Right now, this is the guy to beat in the 5. He said he was going to win here tonight. This is a good track for him. You know, he's created a big gap back to 2nd place. You know, I wonder though, how is strategy going to play and come to play here? Because they only get 13, 14 laps of fuel here before the pit window opens up. So
what happened to Peyton Larson? Oh, he's pitting. He's making that same strategy move. He's in the pit and he's out. We missed that. At least I did.
Mm-hmm.
Totally missed that. Yeah, he's out. He's a lap down now, but yeah, he's out there.
The 19 will be coming to pit road this time by.
Future is also on the pit road. 36.
The 5 is coming.
The 0 is in.
99's going to come in. I'm hearing them calling out that those 7s are going to stay out. Oh, he's a little fast coming in.
51's coming in. 74, 19, 38. Everybody's coming in. 10's coming in.
There's Peyton Larson. He's coming back out again.
Yeah, Future's coming out right now.
The 07's going to come in this time. I'm getting reports.
The 5 is in. Their leader. Larson's back out on track. 98's back out on track. Nate Jr.'s in for his stop. And with Mercy.
We're going to ride along with Peyton Larson here. As he's rolling through, there's the 98 of Taylor Gone sliding. Another guy who could definitely do something here. There's the 78 coming in.
The 22's in. 22's in. Leaders are in. 07's in, yep. 20's in.
The 11's coming in.
78's in.
There's the 10, his teammate coming out. There's...
And yep. Sam's in as well. Jeez.
74 spun out.
So, after Sam...
The 51 came up right out of pit road. The 51 came up right out of pit road. I'm getting reports, and I saw it out of the corner of the camera. So, that might be a point penalty after the race.
Did he have anybody below him?
No, I didn't quite get a hold of it, but I got a few guys that are saying it in the chat. So we'll talk about it after the race, but the 51, that's definitely going to be looked at for him.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Alright, so who's our leader? I believe everybody's come in now. Do we want to say the 5 is still the leader? He's up there. He's up there a ways. I believe he's the leader. You got the 07 in second. The 22 is in third. The 19 is in 4th.
5 is your leader. 28 laps left to go in the race. We have Vibin. He would definitely be looked at towards the end of the race by the WRL officials. There's Connor McInerney.
Well, your top 5 is being decided right now. They're 3 wide on the backstretch, almost 4 with the 20 car. But the 51, who we were just talking about, did just take 5th place there from Larson in 54, and the 20's looking to come on his outside or his inside, on his left. He's gonna clear. He did. Great exit by the 20 car to get 6th place there. As Larson is 7th. Big House Doss is 8th. Got the 38 of Connor McInerney is 9th. And if I'm not mistaken, that looks like
little accident.
98.
47's around. 74's around.
Caution, possibly. No caution? No caution.
Still green. Still green.
Yes, and it is going to be either Goose or Mercy in 10th. To round out your top 10 going through the field here.
Big damage on the 47.
Yeah.
For Jacob Van Heavey. He's coming down to pit road to get that fixed. There's Big Hoss Doss. We haven't talked about him yet. Dawson Belder running the 0 for his own team. Always good to see him out here. There's the 51 of Vibin with Larson working behind him.
You know, the 20's kind of pulling away from these guys. Kind of cementing himself as 5th place. It's hard to do that here. Very, very glad it's one of my drivers, but it's very good to see caution.
Caution's out.
Caution is out.
Well, that changes everything.
Let's see who it was here. Trump is in the pits.
That's a big break for the 47.
Yeah, he's in the pit, so I don't think he's got a pit. I don't think he's got a pit. Let's see who it was. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that could have been. What lap are we on? Is that the race? It better not be the race.
So we did get a report that the 51 did go up onto track, then tried forcing his way back down. He was inside of the 74.
Okay.
So that will be talked about after the race as well.
And we're back green. The 5 and the 07.
22 laps to go.
4 guys are now in jeopardy for their top 4 position here. You know, you got the 20 who was pulling away from the guys. Oh, we got a car around to the back. 98, I believe.
Trump
he's around.
Around again.
It's Trump. Sheesh, he's having a tough race today. Oh, contact with the 5 and the 07. 07's got to go way up the hill.
It's a good time now. They're getting really racy.
Yep. Well, they're coming back to 21 to go. They're going to have to pit one more time here before the end of this race. So, it's going to be interesting.
What is the fuel window?
13 to 14 laps.
Okay.
Oh, there's the 07 power move, 4 wide.
It sticks for him. Holy cow. Drove it way down in there, and he's going to get a great exit off. Not
the 98 was the car that spun. The 22, here he comes. Here comes my pick. On the inside of the 07 and Keith Ayers. He's going to try to make it stick. Not gonna make it work. Slide job, not gonna work here. It's fine.
Oh god, a little bit of door check in there. That's all right though.
Here you go. If you're gonna look 3 wide,
looking to the outside. That's an interesting choice.
Here they go. 20 laps to go. The 07 making it work. Look at the 5 working on the inside. Trying to make that line work. Here he goes. Going to go to the bottom of the 07. Going to clear him.
He pushed him into the corner faster than he wanted to go. Reminds me of Dale Sr.
Uh-huh. 19 to go.
You know, they're getting kind of spread out, and we're starting to see this pack of four wind themselves back up again and start pulling away. The 20 is right there. I don't believe he's fast enough for these guys, but the draft is powerful, and so is willpower. So see if we can catch back up. And possibly make this a 5-car battle for the race win.
Absolutely, 5-car battle, and they're trying. That second group is trying to get back up to the front, but these front 5 have been the cars all day long, and they've been fast all day long.
Yeah, I don't believe the 20 is going to be able to get back up there. You know, I just should keep my big mouth shut. He's there. He just caught him, so. I should probably keep my mouth shut, but it's fine.
There's the 47 of Trump Train, aka Jacob Van Hebe, running by himself after the spin. There's Big Hostossi again. Oh, save it, Mike Sr. He's around. There's around.
Around? Oh, yes.
That should be still green.
Still green. It's 1 car.
The 0 got a little help, or got a little damage from that. Bumped him.
I'm gonna watch from the 20's drone camera here. He's got a good. He's kind of in the catbird seat. If this.
I got lagged out of the race. I'm going to come back here in a second.
Jeez.
Fun stuff.
Do you think we're going to be able to finish this season?
I think so.
With the servers?
I hope we will be able to.
The new game?
Why can I... That's the hope and the plan here. Hopefully I have another invite. We're going to find out here. Nope. I only had one. Well, that's unfortunate.
Ready to call this race?
Let me see something. I might be able to join.
Still your leader out here. Jardy, what are you looking at right now?
And we are coming back. Okay, we're good.
Oh yeah, there it is.
We're coming back. Sorry for the technical difficulties here tonight, folks.
Just a little S2R3 PlayStation controversy.
You know, that's how it is.
20 is making a move on the 22 for that 4th position. Not going to get it done, but he's going to have the draft here, and he does get it done with the draft. The 20 slides right in behind him for that 5th position, and is able to climb his way up to 4th, which is very impressive from him. Very, very impressive. I know he's been fast. I recruited him. I know he's fast. Just hasn't been able to showcase it with the past 2 races that we've had. Super Speedway being a Super Speedway race, and then Atlanta being Atlanta. But he's actually gonna
coming
back.
to lap. Yep, coming to lap 12 right now. There's your leader. Still do the do. They do have to pit one more time, so it's going to be interesting to see what everybody does. I don't think Larson's strategy is going to work all too well for him if he continues to do what he does.
Almost 3 wide for the second position there. And the 20 is going to get shuffled out probably. No, he's not. He's going to slide back into fourth there. 22 not going to make a move on him. We're still going to be 1 through 5. Same we were just a lap ago. So
coming to 11. They should have about 2 laps of fuel left, is what I'm hearing. So we should be seeing takers, which I think we do see have a taker back there.
Yeah. Peyton Larson and Mercy Smoke. The 98 is in. The 99 is in. Couple lag outs there, so those aren't takers. The 0 is in. The 36. Yeah, the 36 of Future is in.
The 19 is coming in this lap.
And I believe the 38 is, that's Connor. He is in. Connor's in right now.
Yep. The 07's coming. The 5's coming. I think this whole front group's coming together.
Oh, yeah, they are. They're coming together here.
Oh, 22, yep.
Oh, he hit him in the back.
Oh, the 5 might have a...
I don't... Oh, I think that might be a penalty. We got
that might be the end of the 5.
74.
Yep.
Unless we get a caution, 55 to 74, and it looks like Goose maybe.
The 5 car's got a speeding penalty.
I think the 5 does have a speeding penalty.
That's Goose. The 11's in.
Oh, I think the 10 only took. I think I'm getting reports the 10 didn't take enough fuel at the end of the race. He might not be able to finish.
I'm going to watch that 5 car right now. Oh, I believe I believe that's a penalty for the 5 car. Oh, such a heartbreaker. Jeez. Such a heartbreaker. Just sitting on pit road right now watching those guys go by. I can't imagine what he's feeling right now.
Yep.
He is out. Just now, he might be able to make some spots back up. I don't doubt it. Definitely, with the race he had at Atlanta.
Right now, so.
Keith Ayers is your leader. With the 19 behind him, the 20, and the 22.
There we go. The 54 of Peyton Larson, I don't believe his strategies worked out the way he thought it would. He did gain a spot. He did gain a spot. It looks to be in jeopardy by Goose, but he's made some separation from those guys behind him, which is important for him. So it looks to be a 2-horse race for the lead, wouldn't you say, Jade? JRD2?
Coming to 8.
2-horse race for the lead, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, so it's only 2 cars battling for the lead. Another 2 close behind.
They're about 22.
More worried about battling right now than they're worried about trying to catch them 2 in front of them.
Yeah, I think they might be thinking that these guys are going to battle up in front of them. Maybe they think they're faster. But we don't know yet. It looks like they're catching them, I think.
If they stay organized in the 19 and the 07, stay organized. If they battle like they're going to start battling coming 7 to go, those 3 and 4, third and fourth will catch them. Oh, look at that beat and bang.
07 a little tap.
And these guys behind him, behind the 20 and the 22, if they get up there and they start battling them, we might have the guys from 5th on back. These guys, they're not that far back. They're probably about 2 seconds back. 2.5 seconds back from these guys. And they might have a shot at it. It might be like last lap, last corner type stuff, but it's gonna be close. It's gonna be very close.
19's gonna use up the 07, make him use his tires as much as he can.
22 and the 20 are coming up fast.
Yes, they are.
They are coming.
That's exactly what I was talking about. These guys are coming quick.
6.
I know Keith is getting flustered right now by the 19.
He's gonna make that pass on the inside of the 19 already, and that's what's gonna allow 3rd and 4th to catch them. Keith is not going to be able to make that move stick, but he's going to stall at the 19 with the side draft going down the backstretch.
And we talked about it during the pre-race. Keith usually gets in his own way when it comes down to winning races. And this may be another case where he's really trying to battle. He's in the best position. He's in the catbird seat right now to be able to...
He is, but there's the 22. There he is.
The draft for the 19 car, yep.
The 20 isn't there yet, but he's close. He's right behind him. I'd say about 6/10. Right behind these guys. And they're probably going to get racy up here.
Here comes the
5 to go.
They're going to catch the 47. 47's going to stay up and out of the way. Great job by Jacob Van Heve. Great job. How bad is this going to get? Is they're coming to 4? How bad is this going to get?
I wouldn't be surprised if we see these guys come down to the stripe and it comes down to the final corner. Might see some controversy coming in this race. We might see a
4.
Denny Hamlin
3 wide
and Joey Logano finish.
3 wide.
Where Kyle Busch is gonna take the win on the high side. We might see something like that.
Oh, here comes the 22. Trying to look fresh. He's gonna make it work. Here comes the 22.
And here comes the 20. The 20 is there.
4 cars. 22 is your leader going into 3. That is a great move by him, coming to 3 laps to go.
I'm just going to call it right now. I think this is going to be one of the best finishes we've seen so far this season.
Oh, absolutely. I agree with that. There's the 19. The 07's 2 wide with him. The 22, he's running a good line to get on there and get some momentum going down the backstretch. 2 to go. 3 to go. 3 to go.
3 to go. If we don't get a caution, if we don't get a Larry McReynolds Trends caution, they're going to go 3 wide per second. They got to catch that 22. There's no way they can battle and let that 22 go.
They're battling now, and this is how it's going to be. They're going to try to get everything they can get. I said it before the race. The 22 coming to 2. Double deuce. Leading at deuce to go.
Oh, what a race it would be if the 5 was up here.
Look at the 07 trying to make something work on this 19. They got single file. They're going to try to catch him. 2 to go.
2 to go. So
07?
I don't believe Goose is going to catch him.
No.
I don't believe this. Unless something terrible happens, it's not going to happen. He's just too far back. Same with Nate Jr.
Absolutely.
They're looming, but they're not there yet.
They're not going to get there. Oh, baby. It's going to be a finish.
How many laps we got coming to go here, too?
22.
These guys got to get single file and catch him.
They're not going to get him.
They cannot do this.
They're not going to get him. Keith is going to dive it into turn 2, and that's going to open it wide for him.
Here comes 19, though. He's got draft.
White flag, baby. White flag. Here comes. There it goes, Keith. Down to the
there
inside.
It is. There it is. He's going to try and make it stick, and it's not going to work.
He made it stick better.
Wait a minute. Here we go.
He made it stick better than I thought he was going to. They're going to touch. Here they go, 22.
Here we go.
This is all he wants to see.
Final corner.
22's got it, I think.
He's got it. He
Rounding
does.
off turn 4 for
turn 4.
Final time. The 22 of Stranded Motorsports is going to win here at AutoClub Speedway. Fantastic race. Great job. I don't know who got second. I don't know who got third between the 07 and the 19, but it was a fantastic run for those 3.
Tell me
I'm going to get it. I'll be right back.
Okay. I mean, what a finish, Stardy.
I thought that was a good finish. It was.
I thought that was a very good finish.
Any race where you question who's gonna win when it comes down to a finish like that, that's when I'm most excited to watch.
Yeah, I mean, there's no possible way that we could have predicted who could have won that race out of the 4. I mean, Jade had the pick, and he got it right. He got the pole and he won the race. Fastest car on the track.
All right, we need the 22, the 19, and the 07 in that order.
22, 1907.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'll
add
get
'em.
Keith. Can you get Scorpius and Tex in here?
Okay.
I'll get them in here real quick. Your top 3 finishers. Fantastic run for all 3 of them. It was something else. I'm so proud of the Busch guys. They really cleaned it up from last week. I just can't say enough. I was gonna say Peyton Larson, but okay, yeah, we can put him in here. All right, add him in here. Your fastest lap of the race was do with 39.8.
Yeah, 39.8.
Oh, that's horrible, man. That's horrible. I feel for the guy.
I really do. I really do feel for him.
I
Keith?
do.
I was so fucking close.
Keith,
Hey,
we're
watch your
streaming.
language.
Oh, it's your language.
Sorry.
You be quiet till we talk to you, sir.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna get. Hopefully we get Scorpius in here, and hopefully we get.
The other 2 in here. Tex Pelt and
There he is, your winner, Scorpius, in the 22. See if we can get him in here. Did you add them already?
I did, yes. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Like 10 seconds.
There's Tex Pelt. See if we can get do the do in here, or not do the do, or do the do in Scorpius. But Keith, I guess we'll start with you in 3rd place. Keith.
I'm here, sorry.
3rd place finisher. How do you feel about your race and how it went today?
You know what? Felt pretty darn good being back in an Xfinity car tonight. That was an awesome race. I mean, I wish I could have won, but I mean, that was an awesome battle I had with the top 5. I mean, I couldn't ask for anything better than that.
Keith, make sure your voice is loud to share. I forgot to ask before you started.
Can people not hear me? Let me check.
Yeah, check it. Same thing with Tex Pelt and same thing with Scorpius. I'll make sure your voice is allowed to share before we start talking to you.
I can hear you.
Same
Mine's
with you.
on
Make sure,
share.
make sure your voice is allowed to share, everybody. We are going to talk with Keith again. Go ahead, just re-say what you said, just in case we couldn't hear you in the stream.
What I said was I couldn't ask for a better race tonight. I mean, it felt good being back in the Xfinity car tonight after last week. It was just a good race for the top 5. I mean, Scorpius, the 20 car, the 19 car. That was an awesome battle we had.
Absolutely. We saw you up front throughout the race. We saw you trying different lines, and we were sitting there talking after the last group of cycles the last pit cycle came out, and we're sitting there watching you, and going into turn 1, the last lap, I said to Dash, when you were coming out of 3, I said, watch Keith, he's going to send it on the 19's inside, and that's going to be the ending point for the 22 to drive away from everybody. That's going to be it. They're not going to catch him. That's going to be it. And you did exactly what I said you were going to do. We didn't think you were going to make it stick. I thought you and the 19 were going to the wall.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah. I mean, I almost got the 19 at the finish line coming off 4. I dove to the bottom to break his draft. I just about got him at the line.
Mm-hmm. But, the best thing for you, Keith, is that tonight was just a hot seat. It was practice for tomorrow night, because the cars, they only get quicker on Wednesday nights. They get faster, and they get more mean. But great run for you tonight here. for your own team, for KAI, in your '07 car. Great run for your teammates, Jacob Van Heavey and Nate Apple Jr. Great job tonight, buddy.
Thank you.
And we'll see you tomorrow night.
See you tomorrow, guys.
We're going to roll to our second place car, the 19 of Tex Pelt.
Copy.
What's going on, buddy?
Oh, not much, man. Ran over a friend of mine and teammate in another league going into pit road. Cost him a chance at the win. Had an opportunity to win, and just car was plowing tight all night and couldn't fix it. Good battles up front. Started in the back because I was concerned about my lag, and just happy to get a top 5 and to finish a race is honestly a win for me.
Absolutely. Well, you did it in style. You were up front most of the race, and you made your way up front from starting last, like you said. That was a veteran move, and I know everybody, at least on my end, I definitely appreciate someone who's gonna acknowledge there's an issue and try to fix it the best they can. And you did a phenomenal job running through the field that first stage and staying up front the rest of the time. Just talk me through your night. What happened to your eyes? Is anything you could have done better to get yourself to that win?
I just need to find a little more rotation in the car. Unless you're not talking to me, you're talking to the winner.
No, I'm talking to you, buddy.
Oh, okay. I just needed a little more rotation in the car. No matter what I did, I couldn't get loose. I was constantly plowing. It seemed like everybody, you could tell there were two types of groups of drivers. I don't know if y'all could, I could, but there was the type of drivers that were used to public lobbies and you go to the bottom and you hug that, or you go to the top and you save your tires. And it was very clear that there was about 5, 6, 7 at most of us who knew you run that high line on the front stretch and work that second groove going to turn 1. You were saving your tires. You could tell who the veterans definitely were. As far as the start was, just driving through the pack, everybody was a lot more respectful this week compared to last week, but I think we also had a wider track to work with, which I think helped a lot. It was just, it's a good league. It's got some very good drivers in it. It's a good way to learn and to figure out what do you need to do to be better and how to put yourself against other people, and it's fun, honestly.
Well, I definitely appreciate that. That's high praise. That makes a lot of the stuff that I dash, Taylor Marcello, which he does behind the scenes for us, and everyone else that helps this league propel. I saw you and the 5 coming in together, and I said to myself, they're coming in way too hot. And I said the second, but right before you hit him, I'm like, that's going to be a penalty for the 5, and that's horrible for him. He was fast tonight. You were fast, but great job for you tonight in the 19. They're finishing their text.
Oh no, he was hands down.
He was hands down the cars to beat.
He was the fastest car all night. He was the guy to beat. I don't know if I got hit or if I saw I was slowing down too much and I accelerated to get off to not hurt somebody else's nose damage. It's unfortunate. It sucks because we're teammates on Friday nights. But yeah, I hated it. The second we came out pit road, I asked race control if there was a penalty, and they said no, race on. So
no. There's a few guys that are going to be talked to tonight, but you're not one of them. You did just fine. So you're all good, buddy. Congratulations on your second place finish.
Thank you.
And I text, no hard feelings, brother.
Yeah, well, hard feelings.
Yeah, it's all good, but we'll talk later.
Great friends right there. We're going to talk to Dew before we move on to our winner. But Dew, heartbreak. You were the car to beat. Fastest lap of the night. You were the car to beat. Does this give you confidence moving forward?
It does. It just sucks. I was actually slowed down enough. I always come in that hot when I'm racing there because it's a faster pit road, and man, when I might have to go buy a new controller, but other than that, man, that was tough. That was my breaking point, and I had a good time racing in Cup last week, and I think tonight just proved to myself that maybe I am ready for Cup. I don't know, but it just it was a lot better race. I struggled in the beginning. I was just way too loose. I didn't get my slider in, and I was on an 8 what I ran in qualifying, and my right front tire just kept wearing out, so I tried to run in the high line, and I was still faster than the guys running the preferred line, and it literally broke my heart when I went to that. I had my little sister watching, and I was trying to win it for her. She's so I'm getting a little emotional right now. She's battling cancer, and all she loves to do is watch me race. She can't watch me race my sprint car anymore, and it's been a rough week, man. And I'm just grateful to have good friends, and no hard feelings towards Tex or any of the other drivers. I wanted that so bad for my little sister, man, and it just sucks.
I hear you, brother, and my heart goes out to you. It does, like I told you, and we talked a little bit last week about some life stuff going on with you, and I said even in the group chat, you always have a place here, and you always have a place at my table, and man, my heart goes out to you, your sister, your family, and if there's anything we can do for you, you let us know. And we'll do the best that we can do for you.
I appreciate it. It's just, racing is a passion of our families, and that little girl is the strongest little girl I know. She's only 8 years old, and at first it just started out as she just had a low immune deficiency disorder, and then leukemia came along with it, and it just it sucks. And but I apologize to the chat. I got a little vulgar there, and it just sucks. I had extra boost tonight, and I just appreciate everything you guys do. And Scorpius, I ran with you yesterday, man. You scared me tonight. You and the 07 and 19 were bad fast, and I had the longer run car, and I was hoping and praying we got that, and we did. And congratulations to you, man. And I really appreciate everything you guys do, and for having me to race on Tuesday nights. And like I told Mike, I've been up in the air all week, driving Cup cars is my passion. So if I'm given the opportunity to run again for Boz like I did last week, that'd be an honor. And again, I'm sorry I'm rambling, but
Good,
congratulations to the 22, and like again, Tex, you're all good. The 07 was a good battle. I apologize, I got into him. He had a run off a restart, and I didn't even know he was below me. And again, I run in the in-car cam, so I don't really know when people are beside me unless I look, and I didn't look. I apologize to the 07 too, and good run tonight. This proves that the Busch Series guys can really run, and I love running with these boys, and I love running with you Cup guys too. And Jade, again, thanks. Dash, thanks. Jardy, thanks. And Scorpius, way to run, man. Hell of a race.
Absolutely, buddy. Well, congratulations on your finishing result. And again, I know the league as a whole, we all go out to you. Our hearts go out to you, man. Thoughts and prayers always. And so, best of luck to you.
I really appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man. If you do get a ride tomorrow night, then we'll see you tomorrow night for the race. If not, hopefully you'll watch the stream and cheer on the Cup guys.
Definitely, I always do. You guys are a good group of guys, and I'll always support this league no matter what happens. And again, I'm a hell of a run, the whole group.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna get out of here and let you guys do your thing, and I'm gonna go call my sister because she's blowing up my phone right now. She's really mad at me. She's my little crew chief, but she's once I explain what happens, like we all make mistakes, and at the end of the day, we're all still family, and I still love you guys. And sorry again for getting emotional, but that little girl means the world to me. And she watches.
Emotions
She
watches.
Great. You guys watch. She watches you guys every week. Yeah, usually I stream, but I had lag. But it is what it is. But I'm gonna go ahead and Scorpius, congratulations again, man. You're a hell of a driver. But y'all have a good one, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night, hopefully.
All right, buddy. We'll talk to you later.
It's fun, brother. It's fun. Yep. All right, man. Well, congratulations again. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, buddy.
God bless. Stay safe.
You too.
Good race, Stu.
See you later, dude.
All right.
Awesome race, man.
We join Scorpius, the driver of the 22 for Stranded Motorsports, in victory lane here at sunny Auto Club in California. Scorpius, I said at the start of the broadcast you were my pick to win. You came out, you showed out, you balled out, came out, won the race. I said that Dash and I were talking that when we started getting to single digits there, I'm like, if these 19 and the 07 start battling, that 22's coming. And he's going to get there. He's going to get there, and he's going to go around them. And it was... Dude, I was cheering for you up in the booth. Congratulations. Congrats. No, you are now the 55th winner in WRL history. Mm-hmm. The 19 bumped him. 19 bumped him going in. Mm-hmm. You're locked into the playoffs. How does that feel? Yep. How does that feel? Locked into the playoffs. You don't have to worry about anything. You definitely don't have to worry about the heartbreak race. Is what I'm going to start calling it. Here at Bristol at the end of the regular season. Don't have to worry about counting points because that race is a doozy. That race is a doozy. It was a doozy last season. It's a doozy in the Cup Series. It's a doozy. It'll be a doozy this year.
Yeah,
so,
it's gonna be tough counting all those points. Just like, we're gonna be up pretty late.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were rolling, and I was telling Dash, when they get that side by side, that's what allows that front car to pull away, and that's what they kept doing it, and I'm like, you're never gonna catch him. Like, I understand it's the end of the race, you're trying to get everything you can get, but. Yep. Dash knows that all too well with me. Yep. So you're locked into the playoffs. You got your win. You're safe from the rest of the regular season because at this point there is not enough races left to where wins matter. So when you're into the playoffs, you don't have to. As long as you hit your race requirement, you're in. So, you made it, man. You made it. So, I just want to say congratulations to you one more time before we get ready to close down the stream here. Dash, you got any closing remarks? Dash isn't here. Jardy, you got any closing remarks?
Not to anybody in particular. It was a good race. Good race all around. I mean, do the do. He was the man tonight. He was sad to see that he didn't get it, but sadly these things happen in racing. You know, you can, like I said, you gotta be able to put a full race together, and sadly it just wasn't his night. But I do believe that we're gonna see a lot of wins out of him this season.
I do too.
He proved tonight that he belongs here and he can compete, and definitely have to see about hooking him up with another hot seat in the Cup.
I think there's a lot of drivers. Looking to do that right now, actually. Oh, Scorpius too. You know, definitely talk to your team owner Anthony Trippi about coming out tomorrow night. But other than that, that's about all I got for tonight here at Auto Club. We'll see the Cup. We'll see the battered veterans of the Cup Series come back out here tomorrow night and put on a show, probably just as good as the Busch Series tonight. You guys had what, 3 cautions tonight total?
I think it was like 4 cautions. I think all race. It was great.
Then that's fantastic for you guys. You guys have really learned how to coexist together on the track, and it's only going to get better as we get close to the end of the season. And next season, I think we'll be looking to add a few more additions to our Cup Series.
Oh yeah.
We'll probably be hitting that 30 mark come next season. That's a lot of drivers.
A lot of drivers.
A lot of people battling out.
Maybe it's a stretch, but waiting for it.
But it'll come. Don't you worry, it'll come. But with that being said,
they will come.
Yes. But with that being said, that's all I got for tonight. From everyone here at the WRL, thank you guys for coming out, watching the stream. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming and checking us out. But with that being said, Jade, Dash, and Jardy signing off for the night. Have a good night, everybody.
Sir.